Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more F1 Manager 2022. This is the Alpine save with Charles Leclerc and Pierre Gasly. We are on the rise here. The car has been performing well. We are in the top of the driver standings, as you guys can see here, and Pierre Gasly is slowly climbing up the table in P5. Alpine as a team in the constructors is just behind Red Bull by 14 points. So let's see if we can keep this up. Let's take a look at our development points. Charles Leclerc has none. Pierre Gasly has none. Doohan has 1, which goes into smoothness, I guess. And we will continue on. All right, some good news. Bono has 1 additional point here. Higher rating means faster affinity. I don't need that because we already have a good affinity here. Faster feedback, that is what we need. And Bono is 96 rated. Let's go. All right, this is great. Also checking in with our pit crew here. We're currently on 69. Very nice car release, but I want this to go up to a bit like 70. We're in the 70s, and then maybe we'll go into car release. Or car release is what we're working on. Maybe towards balance, or maybe tire changes. I don't know. I swear to God, Streamlabs keeps crashing on me. But yeah, we are heading into this race weekend, Monaco time. So I'm gonna try and get the optimal setup for both cars, of course. But yeah, I did a bit of refurbishing on the factory. We've spent about 15 million on facilities that were worn out, like the factory, the wind tunnel, and the memorabilia room, so that we can keep things up to date and actually performing to their maximum capacity. So that's what we did. Now we're heading into the race, so let's see if we can have a good free practice session to set up the car for Monaco. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. If you are, there are a couple things you can do to support the channel. First off, press that like button and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe by pressing the red button down below and hit the notification bell as well, so you're notified as soon as I upload next. Thank you guys so much for your support. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. And we've got the end of FP1. Charles Leclerc just gave us a response on one of the setups. I think it was great. So Leclerc, P4 right now on used engine. They're very worn. Jank doing down in P14. Not bad at all. But let's just head in. 84%. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Ooh, competitor crash. Car stopped on track. VSC deployed, meaning there is a crash, I think, somewhere. Ocon is out. Yep. Who's going past there? Russell is. Let's take a look. Did he just lock up and then crash into Sunderwood? It looks like it. Yep. Oh, it's actually a side collision. Side pod Argon. Ouch. But we continue, I think, VSC, and then it should be clean sailing afterwards. Ooh, big news. Optimal setup for Leclerc. Let's bring him in and see what he says about his setup here. Optimal means 97 plus, and it's 97 right now. Ooh, great. That was optimal, so a little shift of that is necessary. And then maybe a toe in, toe out kind of deal. Let's see. Finally, 100% is here. This is the most optimal setup for Leclerc. Made some minor fixes, and this is the one we'll go for. Thank you very much. Let's move on. Okay, good news. Gasly gives us an optimal setup. Let's take a look. He says the car feels fantastic. Good news. 100%. Yes. FP2, and we got 200% setups. This is great. So we can now relax for the rest of the free practice session and prepare for qualifying. And then we have the end of FP2. 100% setup for both cars, of course. P2 and P4 for our 2 drivers. Only a tenth or so. 1.6 tenths behind George Russell, who says the fastest time. But that I think we can improve with a new gearbox with the fresher engine components. So this is very competitive driving from our 2 drivers, which is splendid news. Let's move on to the final round. Just get some practice in and then prepare for qualifying. Ooh, crash. Yellow flag, sector 1. Who crashed? Piastri. Os crash Piastri makes an appearance yet again. What did he do? Oh, around Casino. But he saved it. Saved the car though. Gearbox must not be good though. For sure. Promising signs by the end of FP3. Pierre Gasly P2, P5 for Charles Leclerc. Let's put some fresh engine components in that car and see how fast it really is. Looking good for 2 drivers so far. So we got some traffic in our way, so this is not going to be very good of a lap, but hopefully it's going to be enough to see us through. Let's see. Charles Leclerc sets a 111.0, which is quite fast. It's a lot faster than what we were setting in free practice, and we've got a 110.1. Wow, that's a huge gap between Gasly and Leclerc. Leclerc got held up pretty badly by the other cars. All right, We'll see if how good these times are. Okay, I sent Leclerc out alone because he is in danger right now on the used softs from our first run here. So tires aren't too badly worn out, and he sets a P3. There we go. That's the representative time we're looking for. What about Gasly? Do you think he needs a run? P10 seems relatively safe, I'd say. I think we'll be fine with Gasly. So we'll see out the rest of the session. Never mind, I should have sent him out. He's P17. Well, it gives us an opportunity to put fresh engine components into Gasly's car, so that's not bad. We'll take an engine penalty early on, I think. This is the trend that we'd like to go on. Charles Leclerc up in P4. Very good. Let's keep going with him. Traffic is the absolute worst, guys. We got hit with traffic yet again in this lap. Monaco is a very congestion track, right? So it's going to cost us a bit. 109.4 right now for Leclerc, so I don't know. We'll have to see how this gets along in the next part of the session. We'll see if we need to send him out again. With that one lap, we are safe. P6 for Leclerc, knocked out Tsunoda, Vettel, Ocon, Albon, and Bottas. So yeah, this is looking okay for now. Into Q3, let's see if we can put this guy on a relatively high position on the grid. Because fewer cars are going out on track in Q3, we got a relatively clean lap on used softs, putting us out a 109.7. He is slowly slowing down because the tire deg is coming into play. Tire deg isn't that bad, by the way, this weekend, so I'm wondering if a medium soft might work here today. But right now we're on a 109.7. Let's see what happens with the fresh tires at the end. We need to do a fresh tire lap anyway because it's Q3. Let's see how high up the grid we can put this car. Here we go, making the final bends here, already improving on our previous lap. We're down to P7 on the charts here. Track is evolving quite quickly, I think. So let's take a look. How fast is Leclerc? Puts the car P2 just behind Max Verstappen. Not bad at all. We know the Red Bull is a much more superior car, but being able to put the car in the front row is, of course, a big plus. So I'm happy with that. Let's move on to the race then. There we go. P2 starting position for Charles Leclerc. Not too far away. 1/10 or so away. Pierre Gasly sadly down here with Latifi and Iwasa. But I'm going to take a penalty for Gasly. This will be an opportunity.
The time has come to fight it out. It's race day.
Although we didn't see a standout performance from Alpine during qualifying, everything's still open to them during this race. It was a pleasure to watch Red Bull's excellent performance during qualifying. Their drivers will now be looking ahead to the race itself and hoping to capitalize. And the race will be taking place under blue skies. That means the teams should be able to apply their strategies without any added complications.
And you can't get much more excitement than this on race day. It's the Monaco Grand Prix.
Alright, a prestigious race, of course, a very historic circuit. Let's take a look at our strategy then. Alright, we're gonna go for an interesting strategy, a two-stopper in fact. One stop for a medium switch and then another stop for a medium soft switch. This is already a bit faster than a one-stopper by 20 seconds, 25 seconds, somewhere in that range. So this is why we're going to opt for this. If we start on the soft, it will be a little slower, but I mean already Leclerc and Gasly will be on opposite strategies to some degree because Gasly's going to stop on lap 28. Leclerc will stop a little earlier on lap 26 and then see out the rest of the race on the soft. So yeah, these are lopsided strategies to some degree anyway. So let's head on in, see if we can actually perform well in Monaco.
It's bright and sunny as the drivers line up on the grid. And there's Charles Leclerc. They're in second place on the grid, but that could so easily change in the first few seconds of the race. Next for the team, it's Pierre Gasly. They're in the back half of the pack, so they'll need to work hard if they want a podium finish. And we're just moments away now.
And here we go. It's start for the Monaco Grand Prix. Leclerc in P2. Hopefully he can perform well. Lights out and away we go. Leclerc up in P2. Can he get Max Verstappen into Sainte Devote? It's close. Side by side as we go up the hill to Casino. Position gain for Gasly. Oh, I didn't give him a fresh engine. I'm an idiot. Whatever. That's fine. I completely forgot about the advantage we will get later down the season, but that's fine. We'll let Gasly fight with his engines as he currently has it, because the engine isn't that bad. It's 80-90% still viable, so not to worry. Gasly doing well, takes Iwasa around the hairpin, the hotel hairpin, now trying to get past Vettel here. But I have confidence in my strategy to help him get up the grid here. Traffic was a huge issue, man. Traffic was a huge issue. Trying to get a nice thumbnail here some point. Never mind, that's not the thumbnail I needed. But, yeah, definitely. Okay, Gasly slowly climbing up the table. So, we'll see. First lap is done. Let's drop our tire usage here. Overtakes Vettel, which is nice. Leclerc sets the fastest lap for lap 1. As Gasly crosses the line, I'll drop him down to standard usage of tire. Maybe after the overtake on Tsunoda in the... Oh, wow. Tsunoda going super defensive in the Haas. Okay, let's drop him down to standard usage just to be a little safe on the tire, because strategy is going to play a bit. So, yeah, let's see how this evolves, because we need to wait until the pit stops. I'm going to drop our ERS usage. Leclerc has pulled a second and something ahead of Verstappen, so this is good. Ooh, there's been a crash. There's been a crash. Okay, this is going to get interesting here.
So think about the liftoff.
Wait, there's been a crash. Where's the crash at? Vettel crashed into turn 3. So, around Casino again. Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone wide. Ooh, that car has just stopped on track. But no, we continue. I guess Vettel got the car out and is continuing. Yep, he just has some front wing damage to deal with. Not bad. Alright, we'll continue. Gasly's stuck in this long line of cars here. He's in traffic. So we'll have to maybe undercut people, or it depends on what kind of strategy everyone else is on. There's some soft runners here, medium and hard runners. Vettel has a puncture by the looks of it, so we'll see. Alright, Leclerc is in. Leclerc is in for his first pit stop. Verstappen seems to continue on the soft. He's doing a one-stopper. Verstappen is opting for a one-stopper. Let's take a look at our pit stop here. 2.4. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Good job from the team to get a good release on him. Maybe ahead or just behind Magnussen is where we'll release, in this pocket between Piastri and Magnussen. Great job from the team and from Leclerc to maintain that. And let's get this tire up to temp and try to push. Let me just balance his fuel usage. And let's keep going. Alright, it's time for Gasly to come in. Verstappen is in for a new set of tires, probably the hards. Yep, he's going until the end of the race on those. Let's see. Let's see how this goes, because we are ahead of Verstappen on the mediums. 5-second gap. This was good. Great stuff from the team. This was slow. 2.7. I think it's as slow as the Williams save. So this wasn't good from the team, even when I called it relatively early in the lap, but we'll manage. We got one more stop to make up for it, so we're down to P17 again with Gasly. We need to try and push, though. We need to try and push. Let's push. Hey, fastest lap for Leclerc. This is nice. Russell is yet to pit, I think, on the mediums. He's doing a medium hard strategy, I believe. We'll see how this evolves, though. We will see. All right, we got Leclerc coming in for his pit stop here. Think Gasly is coming in soon, so I'm going to put him on aggressive as well. Try to push those tires a little. Maybe even attack. He has some spare left. Let's see how Leclerc goes. Come on, give us a good stop, boys. 2.5. Okay, not too shabby. I'll take it. But it was a little on the slow side. Let me see if we're still ahead of Russell, though, because I was pushing him, especially for this reason. I want to release P2. Nah, Russell gets passed. Okay, we got to try and push on Russell and Verstappen, who are both on the hard tires and have no more stops to make. So we'll see. We'll try to push on these tires. We'll see how it goes. Okay, here we go. Gasly is in for his stop now. He's making his final stop onto the softs. Come on, boys. Give us a good stop here. Ah, 2.5. Not bad. Not too shabby. He is going to release just behind... Oh, he's in this gap ahead of Iwasa and crew here. So he's going to be in P12. He'll try and push. We'll try. Leclerc's up to P2 now, chasing down Verstappen. 8 seconds in it. Let's see if he got it. Gasly, I'm going to put on aggressive for now and then manage the tires. Okay, Leclerc's closing on Verstappen here. Lap 60. We got 18 more laps to go. Up Sandavoort, perhaps getting the inside line. And yes, Leclerc does pull off a move, potentially. They're going side by side up to Casino. He has the inside line around turn 4 here. Possibly, oh, this is tight racing here, tight racing, and yes, Leclerc secures the overtake on Verstappen here before they hit the lowest or hotel hairpin. Fantastic move from Leclerc. Let's try and manage his tires, see how this goes. He is on track to being a little in the surplus side of tire saving, so we'll see. Gasly's stuck here in this long train, and I gotta try and help him out here somehow. Not quite sure. Yeah, it's not looking too great with the tires. We'll keep an eye out though. Alright, here we go then. Final lap for Leclerc. Let's keep an eye on Gasly here, who's only 3.8 seconds behind Sainz, but I don't think we'll be able to catch that. My bad for Gasly, my bad. The qualifying lap wasn't good enough, I didn't know. And we struggled a bit with Gasly, but I'd say Leclerc was a big success story. My gosh, this guy knows how to drive. 14-second gap to Verstappen. The two-stop being very effective here. We've done it before in the F1 22 series as well. A two-stop in a full 72-lap race. Did I even do a 72-lap race? Or 78-lap race? I don't think I did, actually. Never mind. I think from F1 2021 we've done it. The medium soft was the most was the strongest strategy, mainly because the mediums contained the heat a lot better than the softs and the hards. Like, they were the optimal tire. So we're going to try and push for the rest of this lap with Gasly, but Leclerc makes his way around Rascasse to secure P1 by a huge margin. And he shows the dominance of the Alpine today. So marvelous job from him. Round of applause from the crew. We just won the Grand Prix from P2. Now for Gasly, he is gonna bring it across the line for P8 with the fastest lap, so no big problem there.
Here's
Let's
the
go.
replay. Charles Leclerc there, taking home the win.
Let's go.
There'll be celebrations tonight after a performance like that. They've done themselves and the team proud.
Let's go. Nice job, Leclerc. Yeah, Gasly, I gotta put my hands up and say it's my fault. I'm sorry, but well done. He did actually valiantly well. I think if I saved my tires a little, he may have been up to P6, but that's another issue that we can discuss later. But Gasly did very well to go from P18, P17 all the way to P8. Great race from him. For the rest of the teams, they kind of made the mistake of going for a one-stop.
Well, this was definitely Charles Leclerc's weekend. A spot on the podium is exactly what the team deserved, and they got it. And the Monegasque driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today. For these drivers, they'll be taking home their trophies and a decent haul of points for their team. Great racing from Alpine here today. Some high-quality work all round.
I wouldn't be surprised if the team's performance today won them a lot of new fans.
At the end of the weekend, it's second place in the constructor standings for them.
Next time, the teams will be racing through the streets of another city. Join us in Baku on the shores of the Caspian Sea for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Yes, let's go. Big result yet again. But we weren't able to beat Red Bull, but I think we are closing in on them. Big points secured as well. Where did the fastest lap point go? I think Verstappen won it? Because isn't it 18 points for P2? I don't get where the fastest lap is going. Pierre Gasly got it, but this is not... He should be on 5 points here, but the fastest lap didn't get any points. Huh. I think Verstappen got it. I don't know. The fastest lap thing seems to be broken in the game. Leclerc, Verstappen, Russell on the podium. Perez, Magnussen, Piastri, Sainz, Gasly, Norris, and Bottas in the points. Albon, Ricardo, Iwasa, Zhou, Ocon, Tsunoda, Latifi, Vettel, Schumacher, and Stroll round out the finishers. Big results for everyone. Leclerc takes the lead, 6-point lead over Verstappen right now. Gasly drops a position as Russell scores some big points for Mercedes, but it's not over yet, as KSI famously said. Red Bull are on 199. We're on 189, so we're now closing in 10 points between us, so I think we'll overtake them in Azerbaijan. I just need to make sure I don't make those mistakes. Mercedes and McLaren switch positions here, as Mercedes does score a lot of points. So what does this mean for us going forward? Well, I think we have a stunning roster of drivers, a good crew, a good number of staff members, and I just need to be a little bit more on my A game next time. 4.1 million made in profit, 5.1 million made in total, with bonuses going out and guarantees not being met. But this is good results. Let's move on to Azerbaijan.